So here we have our micro Vickers hardness tester, and it's pretty much the same as the macro tester where you're doing all your operations on the tester itself. The only difference is rather than looking through a microscope, everything is going to be viewed and measured through the computer screen. So you're going to use a sample similar to this, and you'll notice that the bed is actually shaped the same. So what you want to do is line up the sample onto the bed and use the dial below the bed to tighten the sample till it's secure to the bed. Once it's secure to the bed, then we can select a low magnification lens to observe and bring our sample into focus. Now remember, you want to use the low magnification lens and not the high magnification lens, because you can easily pass the level of focus and damage the high magnification lens. So now on this machine, the easiest way to change lenses is use the left and right arrow keys. So now that you have the low magnification lens selected, you can start to bring your object into focus. But before you do that, you're going to want to open the software on the computer so that you can actually see your sample live. Now I'm going to use the crank on the right side of the machine to bring the object into focus. Now we have our sample in focus, we can set the loading force that we're going to use when indenting our sample, and that is controlled via a knob above the crank that we just used to focus our object. And this time, when we change the knob, the machine will automatically detect what setting we're on, so we don't have to change anything on the control panel. Then once you're ready, we can press the start button and start the actual test. So we have a sheet of paper that helps us convert from the force units on the machine to the force units of the computer. So you can use that to get the appropriate units. Once you do that, go ahead, and on the top bar of the program, there is an indicator for force. You can select it. It'll drop down into a menu of different values and just select the appropriate one. So you want to measure your indentation, and you can do this using the computer, specifically the image window. Now, to the top right of the image window, there's an icon that shows the indentation, dotted lines, and a ruler. You want to click on that symbol. What this symbol does is draw 4 lines, 2 vertical and 2 horizontal. You're going to use these lines, click and drag them to the corners of the actual indentation. Once everything is lined up, there'll be a dialog box on the right in which you can press the done button, and that will complete the measurement. Then what it'll do is show another dialog box in which it will show you the hardness value. Again, the same thing applies where the 2 measurements should be very similar. If they're not, then either you'll have to remeasure using the image or run another test on the machine. The next type of test you might need to perform is a pattern test. And in order to run a pattern test, you need to go to the stage pattern window and click on File, Open, find the stage pattern file, which will be prepared by the TA, so you don't have to worry about making it. Once that file is open, you need to go to the top window and click on Run, and then click Start. When you do that, a new dialog window will open and prompt you with instructions on how to do the test. If you follow the instructions, then you will get a final result in the results window. So the results window will show you all the data values that you've recorded and a graph.